Right, I'm filming this video directly onto YouTube, which it's easy doing it that way. But the last time I did it, it got abruptly cut short when the video reached 10 minutes in length. I'm not sure whether this was because my phone wasn't plugged in, or was because if you film a video directly onto YouTube, it can't be more than 10 minutes in length. I'll see how I go on with this. I'll just go through the rest of the contents of the magazine briefly. This is the back cover of it, showing, which is concerned with the war games, the last story of the Patrick Troughton era, in which he was abruptly forced to regenerate. What's this here? Illustrated by Albert Smith, the new adventures compiled by Richard Unwin. Our team of intrepid explorers have been undertaking a journey too broad and too deep for the small screen. Their mission to read the Virgin New Adventures novels from beginning to end, to see how a group of relatively younger fans react to that particular slice of the wilderness years. In the last issue, the team explored the first half of Cat's Cradle, which rounds out the feline trilogy. When we last saw the Doctor, Ace and company, they were under attack from a demon, but can they survive? Right, Cat's Cradle, Witchmark, by Andrew Hunt, publication date June 1992. Right, the real Doctor and Ace are rescued from the demon creature by Shu Lane, leader of a group of humans making their way to Dynorbin. They are invited to stay in the groups. This is like a bit of a sort of a bit of a script that's been included in this issue. There's something interesting here. The EastEnders fruit cart, a landmark in Doctor history. The wilderness years, the collection, Peter Whitney on why Who's off-air years should have their own release. By the time you are reading this, season 7 will have already joined the Doctor Who Blu-ray collection range. This means we have only 9 seasons left before all of Doctor Who is available on Blu-ray, or is it 10? Even though Doctor Who wasn't in regular production, I would argue that the wilderness years deserve their own collection. First of all, what stories do we have available? Of course, we have to begin with the TV movie from 1996. This would be the meat of the collection and a chance to correct some of the compression and conversion issues that I understand have affected previous releases. There are also 2 charity specials to consider. The 1999 comic release special, The Curse of Fatal Death, was written by Stephen Moffat and starred a female 13th Doctor, so it's well worth watching again. It's already had a VHS release, so obtaining it for Blu-ray shouldn't be too difficult. The main issue is Dimensions in Time from the 1993 Children in Need telethon. It's never had an official release or repeat after its first airing, reportedly because of the fees involved. If money is the problem, some of his licensing cost could be included in the price of a collection. Father Ted, after all, managed to get a charity special onto its box set, so why not Who? It would also be an opportunity to finally let Big Wrong's segment see the light of day, as it was beaten by Mandy Salters in the public phone-in. See, the reason why they've got the EastEnders fruit cart is because the cast of the cast of EastEnders took part in the in the charity Children in Need telethon. The Wilderness Years was also the birth of Big Finish, and it would be worth including some of their works here. With the recent Redux release of The Sirens of Time, it would be welcome to have the original version hit on here. You could also put debut stories of each Doctor as a further taster for fans who've yet to take the plunge. This would also be a whatever that word is, into the animated releases. Big Finish having produced Real Time and Paul McGann's Sharda alongside BBCI. Along with Death Comes to Time and Scream of a Shulker, this will bring the box set up to 7 visual stories with a few audios thrown in as well. Not too shabby, even if some are rather short and only 1 or 2 are considered canon. Then there are the documentaries. Obviously, we have all the items from the TV movie Blu-ray, Scream of a Sharker DVD and Curse of Fatal Death, VHS to include, as well as familiar features like Behind the Sofa and the Doctor Who Escape Room. We could also have 30 Years in the TARDIS and its successor, more than 30 Years in the TARDIS, as well as 1990s Search Out Space with the Seventh Doctor, Ace and K9. We could also expand existing documentaries on Big Finish, the return of Doctor Who and other topics, while also producing a few new ones. The story of the Dark Dimension and the origins of Dimension in Time will be welcomed, as would interviews with some of the people involved. I'm just going through, because I think videos filmed directly onto YouTube could be limited to 10 minutes, you see, so I'm just going through a brief run through of the minor treble, Hugh Tuberville on the search for the perfect Doctor Who hat trick. Beauty and horror developing hand in hand. Michael Crouch delves into the creepy side of Doctor Who since his debut in 1963. I'll try going over 10 minutes, see if because my phone wasn't plugged in before. Maybe it stopped after 10 minutes because my phone wasn't plugged in and there wasn't much. Since its debut in 1963, Doctor Who has explored a wide variety of genres, from science fiction and historical drama to outright horror. Gothic horror has been a favourite subgenre with its themes of madness, decay, the supernatural and isolation. Architecture is also a key feature, as is a penchant for heightened melodrama. Think of stormy nights around Dracula as Castle or Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory. There's another one there, classic Who's versus new Who. What's changed? Christine Grit on the evolution of Doctor Who. Photo finish. John Ashway rounds out his rabbit